From Vauruva Mar da Deriva. So back in 2020, I reviewed two atmospheric black metal albums from the Brazilian act Kaatayra. One was excellent, the other was pretty good, but I hadn't heard much from the act since, which led me to discover the primary instrumentalist of the act, Caio Lemos, had another project called Vauruva that introduced more progressive metal and Brazilian folk into their sound. Now this is their third album that's attracted some critical acclaim in black metal circles, and well, if you like Kaatayra from a couple of years ago, you're probably really gonna like this. The guitar work is manic and frenetic, leaping across tremolo shredding and brittle acoustic passages that impeccably nail that balance with more poised mid-tempo progressive folk segments, full of woodwinds and cleaner male choral vocals that can overlay the guttural screams and the textured drum work, leaping from blast beats to hand percussion. And while it can feel like it relies a little bit too much on full-force cacophony in order to conceal how the low end is a little underserved, call back to Kaatayra there, the atmospheric transitions feel effortless over the extended three songs, with the first two never feeling like a melodic motif is overextended. Now the final piece, clocking over 15 minutes, probably needed one more switch up in the midsection to really stick for the guitar line, for it to really pop. The glossy, borderline dungeon synth passage feels like an odd choice, but I did appreciate the pensive, more deliberate acoustic pivot to bring it back home. I also wouldn't say I was wowed by the lyrics that I translated from Portuguese. Amidst the churning waters coined by the album's title, this is a project that feels immersed in ancient folk traditions that are renewed by a passing into a wild unknown, blending the indigenous, earthy, and tactile with the spiritual, where I feel like there's probably some cultural significance and reference points that may be eluding me in the translation, even if the poetry is pretty vivid. Overall, really potent, atmospheric, blackened folk metal fusion that can go hard as hell, very good, frequently close to great. I'd say give it a shot.